Life, the universe, and everything.
A bit much. But I believe that most notably, Razi and Orn split from the party when Strahd attacked. We failed to save Anima, and Strahd took her away. But as a result, some kind of debt that the Obsidian Flame owed to Strahd had been paid. Made our way back to Thrien and informed Thrien that we dealt with bandits in the nation, and informed Thrien that the bandits had dealt with. Then she threw a rager, a really big one, and we partied with the town, made everyone a dick cake, and we ran away just as Kimo was returning. Where we finished.
Yep. So, what would you like to do now?
How long did the party end up lasting?
A day and a bit.
Hmm?
Should have been just over a day.
Okay. That gives me time for okay, so that it means I should have had the time. I had 5 days previously. Oh wait, no, that's not how it's calculated. Okay, so that means I finished one. So that means I've gotten a tier 5 essence share.
Tier 5 essence
With my
share.
previous 5 days. Yes.
Well, we're going to mass import essence into. Or rather,
Chile.
where we're going to take it from.
We're giving it. Orn is giving essence to Chile.
What?
Sorry, Discord cut out there for a moment. What were you saying?
Orn is gonna give. Orn wants to give essence to Chile for safety.
Aha.
Yeah.
How much are we talking here?
How much does Chile need? What level was Chile again? And is she done training?
What do you mean by done training?
Well, is she still training to level up?
Well, she always spends some of her time training.
Okay. Well. How many attacks does she have? Per action.
I believe 3.
3. Let me check the class stuff to see what I'd give her.
That would be meta knowledge.
Would I not be?
Best kind of knowledge.
Hmm. The table's just changed recently, so God, that is a lot. Well,
Recently.
Owen feels bad for dying, so he'll give her 1,000,000, but that will take a bit of time. How long does it take to unattune from an item?
Full round action. Sorry,
Okay.
it's a full minute to unattune. It's a round to attune.
Yeah. Okay. So take too long. So that should take around 32 times. 32.
It'll take like maybe 5 hours. At most.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, so like 6 hours. So that's 6 hours, 2 minutes, and 50 seconds with the 100-second function.
So, where are you traveling to?
Oh,
Do
we're
we
gonna
know
check
the
out the
location
island.
of island? Yeah, do we
Alright.
know which way it is?
Not really. Its location hasn't been reliably able to be located.
Alright. And we can't really tell where things are when we're traveling with the Smoky, can we?
Not when you're traveling fast
Or
or
in Smoky Town. Yeah. Alright. So, in that case, we might actually have to do physical travel.
Maybe. Where do you want to?
We've been
Need a,
to a
we'll
port
need a
city.
boat.
Yeah, we
Okay.
could make a boat.
All right. Let's go make a boat.
Yeah.
Boat.
Have my children like wanted have my children and my dog children have my dog children wanted to establish themselves anywhere?
Not particularly. Their loyalty isn't really to a location, it's rather to a person.
All right. Well, then we'll travel to a port. Should we go to we should travel to a port city then, shouldn't we, Razia?
Yeah, whichever one's closest, I guess.
Yeah. And then we will, I guess, get ourselves a spot where we can begin the process of building outside the city. Or
Alright.
if we have to lease some land or something.
I don't really know how it works, but
So there are no real forests on this. I'm hesitant to call it an island because it's still connected by a land bridge, but in this region. There are small patches of trees, but not many. How big of a ship would you like to make? Because wood is going to be more expensive in this region.
Let's see. How many of us are there? How many people would we leave behind is also a good question. So, well, we don't need the move space. Let's see, our active party is 4 people big. And then we might have visitors every once in a while. Maybe. So like a, what do you think, Razi, a 6-10 man boat?
I guess I don't really know. But sure, 10-man boat sounds like a little boat. We need a
Yeah.
captain, unless you know how. I don't really.
Have I taken water vehicles? Let me check.
Ignore that.
It's kind of difficult. Oh, there we are. Now I can see.
Apologies, the cat just smacked at my keyboard.
I have not taken water vehicles. And the dogs have not been around the ocean, so I doubt they have it. So we probably do need a captain.
Do you have no open feet slot?
Probably do, but... I think how long would this actually take? What would this be considered for the class doc? Or for the mechanics doc? Is it like building per 5 square feet? Is that one of the ones?
So there are ship sizes ranging from tiny to, well, colossal.
Alright.
Colossal is bigger than the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
There's technically Titan, which is what the Orc ship is, but those things take a stupid amount of time to craft.
Yeah.
Let me grab the chart.
Alright.
Okay, so a fine ship takes 8 days, tiny... A fine ship is basically a ship in a bottle, by the way. A tiny ship, which is like a canoe, takes 16. Small takes 32, medium 64, large 128, huge 256, gargantuan 512, colossal 1024, dreadnought 2048, titanic 4000.
Okay. So, and do you have like a per person, like how many people fits metric for any of the ships?
Yep.
And what is like a around 10 people?
Large ship,
Large. Okay. How many hours is that?
128. Sorry, 128 days, with each of them being 8 hours.
Yeah. All right. So I divide that among 5 for me and the 3 dogs. So if me and the dogs work on it, that is 25.6 days. Because I count as basically 2 people.
Are we sacrificing a little bit of quality to have the dogs work on it? Is that how it is?
That we would be sacrificing a bit of quality if the dogs are working on it. That is okay. So it takes 64 days if just I'm working on it, which is like 3 months.
Okay, well, let's not spend 3 months. We don't need +5 ship.
Yeah. So then we're doing 26 days. I do not know what's.
What
What are you making the ship out of?
What kind of ships have I seen? Would it change if I made
You
like
have
the?
not traveled the coast pretty much at all.
Yeah, I did travel. Did we only teleport with when we went to the Orc Islands?
Didn't
I
one
think
live on the
we-
coast in his snowhound village?
Yes, but there was ice, and if we saw boats, it was mainly our own small little ones.
Yep, he's seen a lot of rowboat. And probably a couple sail ships.
Is there anyone in this
Yeah.
port town who can some schematics or something, or tell him?
This region doesn't
Yeah.
construct ships.
Okay.
They don't really have the resources to construct them. They tend to buy them from
Okay.
south.
We do, but we would have access to like oil for wood, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, is celestial steel like
Celestial
like-
steel hasn't really been made in about 40 years.
Okay, but do I know what the rusting properties of celestial steel are? Like in terms of like salt water,
Well, the oceans
or
aren't
no,
salt
just
water.
water because there's no. Yeah, but in terms of water.
Make me an Arcana check.
All right. Nice, I get to use this. Arcana, intelligence. 84.
Alright, for the most part, steel does not rust unless it's in still water.
Okay. Okay. Is there an alloy we know of? I know of that's rust resistant? Or oof. Oh wait. Do I know of the what happens if I put the mending property on metal? Does that cause it to not rust? Or does it need someone to be attuned to it for it to take effect in that case?
Does Orn know how to create sentient items?
I don't believe he's been able to do so
Sentient
before,
ship.
because it's only he knows that's. No, I don't think it was ever informed about what happened with Vulpes. So, yeah. So he doesn't. I don't. He hasn't experimented with it before. He knows you can capture souls. That's about it. He doesn't know how. Sentient chip would be useful though.
Maybe that should be our goal. Make a sentient ship orphanage.
That seems like a fun idea. That is a good orphanage idea. Most big cities are on the coast as well.
Right.
So that means you can travel to every city and collect their orphans.
Yes. And in the future, we can upgrade it to be multi-dimensional.
Yes, that's true.
And the flying.
Yeah, we just need to.
But we need to start building that gargantuan or Titanic or whatever it is ship.
Yeah, I mean, we could leave since we're going to a dangerous area, we could leave the dogs and obviously my other children behind, and then they can begin the process.
Well, the process begins by. I think the process begins by gathering materials to build such a big ship.
Yeah. So with that being the case, would I know whether it would?
God has,
if I
God has
would.
instructed them to build an ark.
Would I know whether like oil wood would last longer than celestial steel? I presume so if it rusts, if it's not stationed in still water. If it's stationed in still water.
Wood should last.
So I guess
Steel would last longer than wood unless it's in still water.
okay.
So a ship
Yeah,
parked at
and
port for a long time would rust faster than the wood would decay.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's traveling a bunch, then the ship would drastically outlast the wood.
Okay,
Okay.
hear me out. How about
Yeah.
we use redstone?
I mean, we could. Actually, what materials are available in this region?
Alright. In the quantities that you would need to make this ship,
We might have to set up a mining industry, Razia,
Yes, we might.
to begin the process of producing our ship.
Yes.
How big was a hex again, James? Because that's like how you determine how many mining different areas there are, isn't it? Because potentially we could just put the dogs here and have them like travel to different places, set up mines for like a month or so to see if they yield the resources we need. If they don't, they move on. If they do, we continue on.
Or, hear me out, we can build the ship
Yes.
out of whatever the fuck we mine.
True. Lead ship.
Does it really matter?
Probably not. For the big one, probably not.
Like, what matters probably is what's on the outside, so we need something magic resistant, I suppose.
We could just plate it afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The only question then is how big?
Yeah.
Alright. So for the large ship, you need 160,000 pounds.
All right. Which is the one we're making now?
Yep.
160,000 pounds. All right.
How large is that ship?
Large ship.
That's like the.
Okay, so that's a 10-person ship?
So the absolute max capacity of this ship is 128 people. However, that's if you augment every single section of the ship to be crew instead of cargo or anything else. If you just leave it as the default, it is basically 12 people that it holds.
Huh. So if we don't want cargo, we can go for a smaller ship that holds us, that holds the people.
Yeah, you could go for medium. Absolute max amount of people that it can hold is 32.
We don't need cargo, we can have bags of holding, right, Ron? For now.
Yeah. I mean,
So
that is presuming there's whatever we find on the island can fit into into the openings of the bag of holding.
Okay. I'm just thinking that this medium ship will be so much faster to build.
Yeah.
And cheaper.
How long does it take for a medium ship?
$64 days. Then apply your adjustment.
So if me and the dogs build a medium ship, that's 13 days.
Need a lot less resources, I'm assuming.
How many pounds would that one?
$80,000.
Only half. Are we sure that it's capacity is less than half.
Sorry, can you repeat?
That's half, and the capacity was a quarter. Is that correct?
Yes.
How much? And there's no wood here. You're saying, still.
There is wood, but
It's just more
not that much wood.
Okay. How can? Is there 80,000 of anything for sale here?
Steel, copper. Let me see.
How much for the steel?
How much for the steel with Brosgio haggling?
Actually, on. You know what's the good news about us letting out the Blood Queen thing?
What?
She'll probably be happy enough to take us back in, even though we fucked up the event.
Did she win?
I don't know, but I'm assuming so.
It'd be about 42,000 gold with Razian negotiating.
That's pocket money.
Okay.
We'll make it as steel. So, how long would it take for me to turn it into celestial steel?
How long would it take you to turn into celestial steel? You
Yeah,
need to start with iron.
Normal steel. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Okay, so it's mortal steel is that price, and then iron is.
is celestial steel basically the non-rusting steel?
No, celestial steel
Well,
is
I
just
don't know.
slightly better steel.
Okay, how are the corrosive properties of mortal steel compared to celestial steel?
Well,
Would it only be like a 10% increase, or?
Let me see. Material saving throw, it would be +1.
Okay.
Steel is already a hardness of what is
Okay, so it's a +1 to hardness and hit points. See.
so mortal steel is a 5, celestial steel is a 6. So 20% better.
Now, what will the comparison in time be from going from iron to celestial steel? Like, how long will that take for that amount of material?
So you'd need to first buy the iron at, what would that be? Basically 2 copper instead of 5 silver.
So that's like. Okay. And then the time to convert that material would be.
Let me see. Depends on your proficiency modifier. You can make your proficiency modifier in terms of ingots, with each ingot being 1 pound at a time.
Alright, so I'm a plus 30.
How long does it take to do one craft there?
One craft is 2 hours.
And so 1 hour.
Okay.
So that's 13 per hour.
Yep, so you'd need to do 80,000 in total. So that'd be divide 13, then divide 25, so 246 solid days of crafting if it's just you.
Yeah, so we're just going to do mortal steel.
So I get a month to fuck around in the city.
Yeah, or town or wherever we establish ourselves.
What's in this town, James?
If you go south, there's Port Town.
What about the one we're at?
The one you're at,
Wait.
that you just left was the capital. It was inland.
Yeah, so we're going to the port town to do this stuff.
Alright. That's the largest port town.
Okay.
The steel would have to be ordered in from all over the place, but it'd get to you within a few days.
Alright, so like what, 5 more days?
It wouldn't add any time to the crafting for it. There would be enough in the town for you to get started while you're waiting for everything else to arrive.
Going on in this town.
Alright. Let me see.
If Razia could sweet talk a captain into joining us, that would be nice.
This town has recently been supplied with a serious amount of military power. About a third of the region's military power is concentrated in this town.
This little nation?
Yep.
How much is a third of their military power?
About 600 people.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. Any of them like Coast Guard or?
They have 6 ships here.
If you could manage to get some of them here, because is there a separate proficiency for like boat attached? Are there boat attached weapons?
Yes.
Okay. Do I know anything about making those?
Well, they've got these strange things called cannons. You've never seen them before. You know of them, but you've never seen them in this world.
Hey, Razia, get me on there.
One of those?
Yeah, in case of pirates. Because we might survive, but our ship probably won't.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards one of those ships. Hello. Hello, friends.
I'm using Alter Self.
Alright. Alright, you come across the half-elf captain.
Hi, I'm Razia.
Hello, I'm Lucas.
Hi, Lucas. No, can't help but notice that there's a lot of military here right now. What's going on?
We're here to protect the land bridge.
From who?
Any who might try to invade.
That's smart.
We've been
Why would
permanently
they
stationed
invade?
here.
Why would they invade?
They might. Well, there's all sorts of reasons that they might try to invade. They might want our resources. They might want our land, our people. It really depends on who tries to invade us.
I see.
Oh, I guess because it's the only place where people can go by land, isn't it?
Yeah,
What place to defend here?
we've got enough land troops here to somewhat defend it, and we've got enough sea troops to try and fight off anyone who tries to invade by ship.
And what are those? I point at a cannon.
Those are our cannons. You got to be careful with those, they're quite destructive.
Where do I get one?
Well, we bought them from up west.
Can we buy one from you?
Sorry, I'm not permitted to sell these. I don't
Oh.
have the authority.
Can my friend take a look at one of them, and then maybe we can make you more?
You're welcome to.
Okay, thank you. I'll go fetch them. Horn, come, they're gonna let you look at the cannon, but they don't want to sell it.
Yes. All right. Use an inspiration if that works.
It is a non-magical item.
Huh. What do they use instead of gunpowder?
It's this red powder.
Grinded cobalt.
Yes. The cannon itself appears to be made out of adamantine and dark steel.
Oh, okay.
Must be heavy as fuck.
Yep, but they don't have to worry about their cannons moving on their ship.
Yeah. I guess. Huh. Hey, Razia, could you ask them where they get their ammunitions? Or if
Where do
they.
you get the red stuff?
Same place we get the cannons.
Oh, okay.
I think we had like 5,000 shots worth.
Could you ask them for the location?
Yeah. Can
I think
you?
up west.
Well, do you have can you point out on a map, or
Wish
how
we
do
had a
we
map.
find this place?
If you travel the coast, you should come across several settlements. There is one with these 4 giant red pillars.
Ah.
They're made out of redstone. It's that place. There should be
Okay,
a
thank
fairly
you.
massive tent there.
And
It is quite the journey, though.
okay, we have time. I guess. But it's on the mainland, not on this continent. Little area.
On the mainland.
Okay. Well, Orn, I mean, I could ride Smokey there. Well, work on the ship.
If it takes you more than 12 days, you just turn around.
Oh, it's going to take you longer than 12 days.
But-
especially on horseback.
Monkey's pretty fast.
Yeah. Come on, Razia. Let's return back to our friends and back.
Okay. Thank you for the information. Do you know if there's any way we can hire a captain now?
Let's see. Captain, no. But there are people qualified to become captains.
That's all I have to do. Navigate the
Yeah, so long as they know how to steer a boat.
Any of the first officers might be able to become one.
Okay. Where do I find them?
They're usually in the tavern.
Thank you. Thank you. If you need anything, just let me know. I'm always...
Will do.
Get to the tavern?
Yep.
Hello. I look around. Anyone wants to be a captain on our boat?
A few people look at you funny. You serious?
Pretty please?
What's the rate?
We got cookies. Yeah. I give him a cookie.
You going around the different tables and giving them cookies?
Yeah.
Alright. Some of them eat the cookies.
So that's one.
These are pretty
So,
damn
yeah.
good.
Yeah. That's our chef.
Well, if you can afford a chef of this quality. Dark-skinned man up the back gets up first and makes his way over. I'll be your captain.
Nice. Go. I'm Razia.
I'm Rex.
Nice to meet you, Rex.
Oh, hell
So,
yeah, he's about to become Captain Rex. That amuses me.
That is amusing.
So basically, this is the situation. Will be the ship will be done in about 12 days, and we can go meet the crew. I suppose we don't really have sailing experience, so if you need any other crew, we'll be able to pick up some more members.
What's the budget?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to my friend, to the chef. I don't really deal with.
The chef is in charge of a ship.
He's making the ship as well. Yes,
The chef is making.
he makes everything.
Okay.
That gives me an image of a cookie boat.
He made this thing too. I pointed my armor.
Fair enough.
Come on, Rex. Get back on like, hey, Smith and puppies, meet Captain Rex.
Greetings.
Ooh, I like the sounds of that.
I will,
Hey, my
shake
rate's
his
gonna be
hands.
9 gold. That fine with you?
9 gold a day?
Yes, please.
It's the bot broke.
Is what bot broke?
The Inspire bot.
Did it ever work? Really for me.
Alright, then there's 1 million, so that's... $9 gold a day? That's fine. That's good. I will show him the schematics and how big it is, and I'll ask him if he needs any other crew.
Alright. Ship this size. I assume you're not going to be working on the ship?
I can help out,
Oh,
I guess.
if it needs any skilled labor, then we...
Well, we're gonna need at least
Okay.
10.
10 skilled laborers?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that seems...
Now, is there anything I should know about?
we're searching for an island that apparently disappears.
Right, adventuring vessel?
I
Yeah.
suppose so.
Are pirates prevalent?
Well, they used to be, but some... they've recently stopped.
Oh, okay.
Not
What were
sure
you saying
what they're
about-
like Outland, but...
Certain somewhat.
Oh, well, we heard rumors of some Asimar going and stopping the pirate.
I look at myself.
I presumed it was you as well, but I wasn't going to make any assumptions here.
How the there were
Ask them
pirates
to
among the
stop
men?
very nicely.
That's good to hear.
Because of how long this might take. So, with us accounting for our party, which is 4 people, or 4 or 5 people, depending on whether they take Tim Tam or anyone else, and then 11 other people. How much space do we then have on the ship?
Alright. So you're making the medium ship can comfortably hold a maximum of 32 people.
Oh.
That's with every room being quarter.
We don't need that much. We
Yeah. Would it only cost 1 room if I wanted to make an item lab?
need a training room for Chi and Grizzix. The weightlifting room.
Make a lifting room.
Yes.
Okay, so the medium ship has the equivalent of 4 medium rooms.
So 4 medium rooms.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, so
A
each
quarters,
room then.
a quarters is a tiny room, and each quarters can hold 2 people.
How much tiny rooms in a medium room? Inside the medium room.
4 of
I
them.
presume.
How much did you say, James?
4 of them.
Okay.
The small room would be 4 people.
Yeah. So we need 10, 11. So half the ship is going to be quarters, and then we have 2 medium rooms left.
Now you're going to want at least 1 medium room to be a kitchen.
Whole medium room?
Okay, so any one crafting area would be a whole room.
Yes.
Then I presume.
But when you said that you can comfortably hold 32 people, you meant 32 people without a kitchen and without any food, because there's
Yes.
no way to store it.
That's if you have purely just quarters.
So not
And
comfortably
just
32
ration.
people.
In terms of comfort, I'm talking pure size.
So, and how big is the item room that one needs?
Medium.
Medium. So that
Can
would
they
be a
do
kitchen and an
weightlifting
item.
in the item room?
Couldn't they do could they have any space during the day on the deck?
Sure, but they'd be getting in the way on the deck.
So
Okay, well, we don't need exactly. Do we need? Tiny room with weightlifting equipment. I don't know how they're gonna fit.
if we just make one small room for the party, will that be 4 people in a small room?
Yep, 4 people
Yeah,
in a
but
small
it
room.
doesn't matter. It's the same as.
Yeah, and then that would give them a little bit of space to train when we're not sleeping.
You can make beds retractable.
I'm assuming it's hammocks for smaller rooms.
So a
for tiny
training
rooms.
room usually has to be medium sized.
Do we want to build a bigger ship for us yet?
Be able to get the materials to build a bigger ship.
Yeah, Weren't we able to? Did we check? How much for the large? Would we be able to access the materials for a large ship?
Let me check. Yeah, they've got enough steel for a large ship.
Fine, let's build a large ship.
All right, and I presume that's 8 medium room.
Yep.
Or is it 4 large rooms? I
4
presume?
large rooms, which is 8 medium rooms.
No, James, you said the volume is not twice. The volume is 4 times.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you double the size.
Yeah, so it's not 8 medium rooms. It's 6.
Well, it's 4 times 2.
There it is.
So we have kitchen, item lab, training room. Now we have another meeting room.
Sorry, just reading over the room rules.
All right, so that means we can have so with a kitchen, craft room, training room, and then one more medium room. We'll have 16 tiny rooms.
But I need
Which
more.
you fit 2 people.
Gonna have more space on.
On a large ship, that is. What do we need more space for, Razia?
Gonna have it. Need more crew as well than 10 people on the large ship because it's gonna be a larger ship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how many people would we need on a large ship? Like 20? Would the ship dock be available?
I've been slowly getting into a state so that I can put it into Mechanistock.
I presume this is square rigged.
Alright, so a tiny crew quarters can hold 1 person, a small can hold 2, a medium can hold 4. No.
So a large ship could hold 15 people with 4 medium rooms.
Okay, so the math clearly doesn't add up. Can we, instead of micromanage the mass of the ship, James, you just tell us what size ship we need to have a training room, a kitchen, and a lab.
At least
That's what we
large.
go for. Okay, so we just go for the large ship and don't worry about the math right now.
Yeah.
So, and that was going to take you a month on?
The large
Let's
one was
see.
going to
How
take
much
3
was that
months.
one?
That one
But
No,
there's
that was
no-
by myself.
Yeah, that was by yourself.
Yeah. What was the time for the large month? 128? And
Yep,
by
128.
Are
so
you
that
sure we
is
don't want the
26
high quality
26
ship?
days.
Are you sure we don't want the high quality ship one?
So
Because
that is
still double the crafting speed, so it's going to be 1.5
it's
months.
64 days by myself. So
I mean, that's
it might
not
be a good
bad.
idea. Yeah, that's not so bad.
We'll have a +4 ship, or +5 even.
Yeah.
And
Do you want to
I
be
prob-
able to get the item lab bonus to your crafting?
Yes.
Then you're going to
I-
need to
I-
craft the ship.
Okay. Then I'll be. Well, it'll take 64 days then.
Okay, I can probably get the go get the cannons, I suppose.
Yeah.
How much do we
And,
want?
How many can we fit on deck?
What?
Are cannons martial weapon proficiency, James?
Exotic weapon.
Oh.
Some of our crew proficient? Or they're gonna need to train it?
There's only one person proficient, and that is a cap.
Okay. The captain can train some people to shoot cannons.
So that would be what's 2. That would take at least 125 days.
What's 125 days?
For him to train the crew if they don't have pastime.
Well, there's no
And he
rush,
doesn't have
right?
mental experience.
He can start preparing the crew, and then
What would he have
eventually,
to be paid to prepare the crew?
I mean, they just paid their rates. That's it. We're not paying them extra for training.
Okay, yeah, we'll just pay their rates while they're here.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean like they train while we're on the ship? Or-
Well, they can start training now, and then they can keep training on the ship.
yeah, we'll just pay them the same rates. Their sea rate at while they wait. That way we don't waste any
Okay.
potential people.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a few days in like a couple of days in this town, helping people, and then I'm gonna get on Smokey and go find that cannon city. Oh, now you're gonna give me any money to buy the cannons?
Yes. I will give you. You know what? I'll just give you 1 million.
Hopefully that's enough.
Yeah, and then we'll see. And I'll just tell you what you don't use for the cannons, unless you have completely necessary expenses. Just take back the rest.
Oh, okay.
This is my money after all, and it's for our own safety. You know, in case my children ever need medical bills or revival bills.
Right. Okay. Go, Smokey.
Alright.
Alright. I'll spend the time. In the meantime.
8 weeks, James?
Okay, let me see how long it takes you to get there on Smoky.
A lot of miles.
Alright, it's gonna take you 11 days.
Nice. Go.
So, can I get you to roll me the encounter table twice?
I so hate that the encounter table still has almost no chance for anything good happening.
This is the second last week of it, of the old one at least. By the second week of May, I should have the new one done.
I'm looking forward to that so much.
Alright. So you reach the fairly large city. There's probably around Actually, in terms of city size, it's quite small. There's probably about 10,000 people living here. It seems to be quite wealthy.
Oh, they sell fancy things.
There's
Gotta
about
head
50 or
towards-
60 ships docked in the harbour,
Oh.
and even more docked out at sea.
They all have cannons.
Some of them do.
I'm gonna head towards the 4 towers and to the big tent.
Alright, you see 4 giant redstone towers, and a tent basically strung up between them. You get to the tent entrance, and as what looks to be a suit of golden armor steps forward. You can't see anyone inside of it. It's almost dark in there, and it says, "Stop, please."
Okay. Hi, I'm Razia.
Hello, do you possess any bags of holding? Or any extra dimensional spaces?
Yeah.
You'll need to remove those before entering the store.
Where do I put them?
Please leave them at your ship, residence, or any other habitation.
Oh, okay. Smokey! Smokey, I need you to hold on to these for me.
If you require a cart for inside of a store, please let us know.
How heavy are they?
The carts?
The cannons.
Cannons will be delivered to any location that you request.
In the city or any location that I request?
Within the city.
Okay. I've thought this through. I'm not gonna be able to fit the cannon into
No.
the bag of holding, am I, James?
And Smokey likely isn't going to be able to carry it, is he?
No.
That's okay, I only need the gunpowder.
True.
That's the smartest thing Razia has done all campaign. Okay, I'm gonna go in. I'll let Smokey have my bags.
Alright. You go inside, and this tent is bigger on the inside.
That makes sense. That's why they didn't want me to bring my bag in.
World's largest bag of holding.
Although, to be fair, if they piss me off, I might just toss a bag in there.
They're just like, we don't care about the poor or the orphans.
I'll write donation bag on it and throw it in. Does there seem to be a lot of different shops in there, or what's it? What's the deal?
So in the center of a tent, there is a giant pile of items and some sort of tiny individual sitting on it, and then there are lots and lots of aisles all spiraling around to the middle. On these shelves, there appears to be all sorts of different items. There are floating discs that hover around, and as you enter, one comes over to you.
Hello. I'm Razia.
It doesn't seem to respond, but it stays within 5 feet.
I shrug and I go down one of these aisles looking at the stuff. I bet Owen would love to be here right now.
That's probably not, because there's probably dwarves.
You see all sorts of different shiny things. There's a couple creatures trapped in tiny jars. Some paintings that seem to move.
Uh-huh.
There are weapons that flame and spark.
Is there any shop assistance apart from the tiny man?
There doesn't seem to be, but there are the golden sentries all around the inside of a tent. There's probably one every 15 feet.
Hey, do you know where I can get some fuel for the cannons? Red stuff.
They point towards an aisle.
I go to the aisle.
On this aisle, you see crates. And there's a small chest in front of the crates with an example of what's inside of it. And you can see lots and lots of the red powder.
Okay. Some of that. Is there a price?
Yes. So, when you place the item onto the disc, an illusionary number appears above on top of the disc.
How much for one crate?
Each crate is 160 gold.
How big is each crate?
Seems to hold about 40 pounds of the material. Or about
Will
4
it fit
cannon
into
shots.
Will it fit into the bag of holding?
The crate will not.
Why?
But you could empty the gunpowder into.
Okay. Yeah, well, I got a. Oren, what size bag of holding would you have given me for this?
Well, that would be tier. Well, they are big, so that would be tier 5.
Okay, how much can I fit into it? Balance crafting book. Oh, this is so difficult.
Tier 5 has no weight limit.
What about volume?
500 cubic feet.
How much gunpowder can I fit in there? Okay, so barrel is 4 cubic feet and hold 20. You say 40 pounds per crate. It's 10 pounds per shot. That's a lot.
Correct.
It's really a lot. Okay.
We might have to store most of it.
So I can definitely get 60. Got 60 crates worth.
The bag of holding should be able to hold 80.
Okay. Well, I'll take 60.
Alright.
And is there any? I'm gonna look for some adamantine ingots.
Yep, they have adamantine ingots by the crate.
Take like cannon sized or 4 cannon sized worth crates.
Each ingot of adamantine is worth 138.
Right.
For a cannon. You need 80 ingots. And how many cannons did you
4.
4?
Yes.
Right. So that'll be 44,160 gold.
Okay. So how much? Sorry, I buy if it fits. If it fits, I buy.
Alright. You should have enough room left over for this.
Yes. 80 times 130. 10,000 for this. 8,000 for that. Like 20,000 gold all up. I take it to the little man.
Right. So, 44,160 for the adamantine, and then 11,040 for the other stuff.
Yep. 55,000 gold it is.
Yep. This is the creature that you see sitting upon a pile. He appears to be holding some sort of sparkling adamantine ingot.
Hello. That's okay.
Hello.
Radia's not racist against undead.
Ah, this friend.
Have you met him?
Shade has.
Ah.
was the cellar in the Celestial City, yes?
Yep.
I'm
So, is
just
that everything?
well, unless you have something that is absolutely what was the words he used? Necessary expense. And this is it.
He adjusts his monocle as he looks at what you've got. I see, you look to be stocking up for a cannon. Or some other contraption.
Well, the issue is, I would have just wanted to purchase a cannon, but there's no way I can bring it with me.
Ah, I see. Your predicament is understood, my friend. What if I was to interest you in some of these? He opens up one of the chests around him and pulls out what appears to be a crystal box. Inside of a crystal box, you can see a bag.
What is that?
This is a box of capturing.
How would that work?
Captures a 50-foot cubic area and stores everything inside of it.
How many cannons can it fit?
Oh, probably 10 or so.
Okay, how much?
For this box,
With 4 cannons.
with 4 cannons.
Yeah.
The 4 cannons would be just under 100,000. Adding in the box. Sorry, no. Each cannon is 12,000, so that's under 50,000. 49,900. And then the box. All up, you'd be looking at about 220,000.
Okay. I can't send in one, can I? No, I can't.
You can send in the dogs, but you don't get a response.
Not very useful.
You probably should have taken a dog with you, and then the dogs could have communicated.
Yeah, probably, but I mean, I think the capturing thing is very good, and also I think you would want it anyways. Okay. And if I may ask, I'm sure that the cannons are of absolute highest quality, but is there what is the crafting level of those cannons? If I can, were they made by very skilled individuals?
These ones were fabricated.
Ah, I see. So they would be.
About
They
as
would not
standard as they
be.
can get.
What have I seen about on like crafting? Would it be useful for him to get like the fabricated ones together with materials, or does he need?
A fabricated one could be useful for him to pull apart and see how it works.
And but on might need like a dark steel forge. I know that.
A dark steel forge, yes, you would know that. You've seen him request that a number of times.
Would you happen to have a dark steel forge for sale?
Oh, good question. He takes his hat off, reaches in, grabs a silver pen and whispers into it. I will have a response shortly. Within a minute, he stands up and asks you to follow him.
Follow.
He goes over several aisles, reaches down to one of the tiles, and picks it up. You see that the floor tile appears to expand out to be an entire shelf.
Ooh.
He takes a jar off the shelf. Yes, this will do. Inside of it you can see a small forge.
So this is also a capturing thingy.
This is a reusable one.
Oh, the other one was not reusable?
No. If they are a cube, they're not reusable. If they're a cylinder, usually they're reusable. In this case, I'll be releasing it outside for you.
Ah. So you would not be selling me the
No, they're proprietary.
Okay. So then I could put it into the non-reusable one and we could take it somewhere.
That's the spirit.
Yada yada. How much?
Well, this one is quite well made, so it would be about 500,000. What do you say?
Quite pricey. One can always pack it away. Okay. 500,000, and then I only need one fabricated cannon, and I'm gonna need some dark steel instead. Well, dark iron. Dark stone.
Dark stone.
Yeah. Can I have a little discount because I'm buying in bulk? Not in bulk, but many things.
I've already applied the first tier of discount. When you reach the next threshold, it'll go. The next discount will apply.
Oh, I see. And of course, I wouldn't know what the threshold is. Puppy eyes.
First threshold is 100,000, second is 1,000,000. Third's 10 million, and fourth's 100.
Okay, how much would the so I would like to take materials for 4 cannons here. A bunch of gun. I'll just, you know what? I can take gunpowder, more gunpowder, and the ships outside. Did I see any of them have like armor plating?
Yes.
Okay, what materials?
One of them appeared to have red armor plating. One of them appeared to have dragon scale. But for the most part, they appeared to have some form of steel.
What would you recommend for to get to the next threshold? I would like to just stock up on something to make armor plating for our ship. Whatever gets me to the next threshold. It's a large ship.
Well, if you're looking to just lightly armor the ship, you could consider silver plating.
How would silver help? That doesn't seem like a very powerful.
Silver is mostly used for warding.
Actually, we
So
have
cursed
Venture
beasts of the
Dragon's
sea
Scale.
would have a bit of a struggle trying to get a hold of a ship. You could also consider dragon scale, but that is mostly useful for making your ship resistant to elemental assault.
I have a bunch of that. I just don't was sold at all. I don't remember.
You guys
Okay.
didn't. You kept all of
It's,
Black Dragon scale. Though you guys don't have quite enough, you need like 10 dragons worth to code a ship.
okay. And
We
in
have
case
to-
in case we go for silver, how much silver can we get enough? Can we? How much would it cost?
It would cost 2,750,000.
Okay. We are going. I need something that's gonna run me up to 1 million because I don't have more money. So we're at 500 plus 2, so it's 700. I need to spend 300 more.
shopping on Amazon.
Hmm.
I need to spend $10 more to save $5.
I mean, look. I mean, I can't just get a fuck ton of gunpowder now.
Yeah, there's not really
Although-
anything that I would consider worth it other than silver, and silver is the bare minimum that I would consider worth bothering to armor it. Because you've already got this mortal steel effect.
Don't worry, when we make the orphanage ship, we're gonna make it out of metal.
Okay, I don't think I can fit enough gunpowder into my bags plus the cube. Make it to 1,000,000. So yes, I need the cube for the forge, and then Orm can copy the cube. Okay. How much did you say the cube fits again?
50 feet by 50 feet by 50 feet.
50 cubic feet. And how much was the bag? 500 cubic feet?
Yes.
No. 50 by 50 by 50 is not 50 cubic feet. It's a lot more.
Yeah.
It's 125,000 cubic feet.
Yes.
So it's
The bag of holding is tiny in comparison to the cube.
okay. So I fill up with gunpowder to 1,000,000.
Alright.
We're gonna blow something up once.
We're gonna create a new. To be fair, we probably have to nuke somewhere at some point.
Well, now we have the nuke. So 300,000 divided by 140, you said?
130. Oh, where is that?
Right, so it's like 2,200 crates?
136. 1,200. That sounds about right.
1,200 crates.
Which is just barely enough to fit inside of it.
Excellent.
It is 97.4% full.
Perfect. How much is the discount?
Another 1%.
Fuck. Well, I take the 90 gold discount that I got from the 1,000,000. Oh no, it's not 90, but it's
It's like 10,000.
yeah, 10,000. I'll bring 10,000 gold back to Warren and say, look, Warren, I got an extra discount. Save 10,000.
Alright. So how much was in the bag of holding exactly?
1,000,000 gold was in the bag of holding.
Cool. So 26,390 is left over.
That's
Plus
fine.
your 10. Sorry, plus your 20,000 discount.
Ah,
20,000.
Yep, because that's
So-
the tier 2 discount.
So we got. So we bring back 46,000 to on.
Yep.
Okay. I help someone in the city for a couple of days, and then I go back. Roll twice on the table.
Yep.
Orn, I got a discount.
Oh, that's great. How much?
20,000.
How much did you pay?
900 and paid $1 million. Well, I don't know. Somehow I have 46 left. But look, I got something that you're gonna love. Just don't activate it. You need to do your thing to it first. Look, I give him the cube. And inside the cube, he can see just boxes and boxes and boxes.
I'm gonna use inspiration to check what it
Here's a crystal cube of containment. This one can hold 50 foot by 50 foot by 50 foot area.
Alright.
Out of it, I got you a dark steel forge. You know how you always want a dark steel forge? Now you can always have one with you in the cube.
Oh. Oh. Are any of these... Was this the temporary one you gave me? Or the reusable one?
Oh, we have a
First.
temporary one. We don't have a reusable one.
Ah.
We have this one.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure we'll be able to make a reusable one sometime soon.
Oh, yeah, he said he has a reusable one, but you can copy this one any amount of times, right?
Well, it needs to still exist for me to copy it. So if it breaks, I can't copy it.
Oh.
Yeah. But I can make a new one.
Oh.
If I have the materials.
Oh, nice. Well, I guess. Anyway, inside there's gunpowder and there's dark steel and at the mine time to make the cannons because he only wanted to sell fabricated cannons. So I got one fabricated cannon so you can look how they're made.
Alright, great. But the question is, are we going to make a forge or an item nap, or are we going to have two? Because I don't think we have enough. Oh no, we do have one spare medium room.
Yeah, we have room for the forge as well.
Yeah, so then we get one.
And that
Like how like half the ship is dedicated to me.
why would it not be?
That's fair.
You can literally print money while we're sailing around.
True. I mean, crafting anything is basically printing money.
Yes.
All right. So, how much money did I spend then?
And 954,000.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I thought this would be a good decision.
I think I gave you $1 million just because I thought it's probably useful.
I don't actually know
Now
how
we
much
ha-
money
now
you
we
have.
have a. Well, I have 324,000 now. I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Okay, we'll
Like
earn some
finances has
money
ever
then.
been your group's issue.
Well, I mean, we're not really.
When we run
know,
out of
I
money,
spent-
we just begin
I s-
making.
I spent 2 years fucking farming money to move a fucking city.
It's not about money; it's about time.
Yeah.
Well, on the ship, you can craft while we travel, so we can actually sell shit
Yeah.
now.
All right. So 64 days. Is it a single craft check or craft check every day? Or
What are you crafting? The ship?
Yeah.
Alright.
But we should just go with your minimum bonus because we can't.
It is 16 craft check.
all right, so
Gonna be the smallest of them, so might as well just go with it. What else is there in the city, James? What can I do?
Once you're back.
Yeah. Because I'm back in 4 weeks, and there's still
Yeah.
like 4 more weeks. And then there's time for cannon crafting and shit.
There's a tavern, there's 2 farm fields, there's an auction house, there's a brothel. I will give you an inspiration to not go to the brothel.
Okay, I won't go to the brothel.
Enjoy your inspiration.
I was actually gonna go. I guess I have to go to the auction house.
There's a school.
Oh. That's a nice place. I'll go to the school first.
Alright. One of the teachers comes over to you and asks you why you're at the school. In plate armor.
I always go around in plate armor.
America. Fuck yeah.
I have the right to bear arms.
Execute Order 66. Okay, could you not be in plate armor while you're at the school?
Can I pretty please be in my playground?
Your persuasion check. Well, even with the minus 50, because they feel like they're in danger, you succeed.
And then that one.
Thank you. A hug.
They give you a hug.
I'm Razia. What's your name?
Sushi.
That sounds tasty. Need any help?
Sure.
What kind of help do you need? I've got a few weeks.
They take you to a classroom. This teacher could use a teacher assistant.
Okay. Hi, kids. I'm Razia. I'll be a teacher assistant for a bit.
All of the students want to play with your sword.
Oh, you can't. Nope, 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 nope.
Doesn't that sword just not have a blade? It can't come out of its socket, can it?
I'm not sure. I dodged the kids.
All right.
And now, kids. I how high is the ceiling?
10 feet.
Careful with all of that. No toys.
A child tries to get on your wings. You're having no issue avoiding that.
Teacher, I don't think. Right, this right. All right, kids, time to sit down. We're gonna start the class now.
Intimidation. A kid craps himself. The rest of them are paralyzed with fear.
I look at the teacher assistant.
The
Did I
teacher
do something
assistant is
wrong?
terrified. No, you did nothing wrong. Did you like my chair?
Oh, that's okay. I think I probably need to find a different place to volunteer at. Sorry, have a good day. Leaves. Sad. Goes to Orn. Orn, the kids don't like me.
Aw, that's sad.
If only Razia
One of
had
them.
above 100 in
I'm sure the kids
intimidate.
at the orphanage.
They would have died.
Yes.
Oh, luckily I'm not killing intimidation. What if I had over 100
So if
persuasion?
I was there, I gave you food, and I gave you splash of G.
100 persuasion is mind control.
That's what we're working for. Like me. What if when we make it an orphanage, the kids won't like me?
I'm sure they will, and even if they don't at first, eventually you'll get used to how to talk to kids, and then they'll like.
One of them shit themselves.
Maybe they were just excited.
Oh, you think so? Teacher did say I did nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Thank you. I guess I'll go find another place to volunteer. I'll go to the auction house now.
Alright, you get to the auction house.
What are they selling?
What aren't they selling?
Not a very big town, so is there a big auction house?
They've got things sitting on shelves that have been sitting on shelves for years. No one's
How
initiated any
auctions
auctions
work?
on them.
What sort of items is it?
So the way the auction house works is an item goes in, when someone places the first bid, 1 week from when that bid is placed, that item is cleared out and the person who bids on that item gets it. Each item has a starting bid amount.
Okay, so what are the starting bid amounts?
For the most part, they range between 1 and 50 gold. A lot of them are heirloom items.
What is an heirloom item?
I presume you just divide the total amount of the rolls by 16, and then you do that with the base DC. What's the base DC of ship?
24. What were you saying, Razia?
What is an heirloom item?
Some item that had significant value to a family. Usually an item that is old and was crafted almost a century ago.
Gotta go find someone else to help.
Alright. There are a bunch of people in town who could use your assistance.
I will help random people, and I will look for someone to give the trial.
You come across a nice old man who could use the trial.
Why do I think you could use the trial?
He just seems like the sort of person who is almost pure.
Hello, what's your name?
George.
Hello, George. How are you doing?
I'm doing
Razia.
alright. Hello, Razia.
You look pretty pure. How come?
I do my best. Wouldn't say I'm pure, but I do my best.
Why wouldn't you say you're pure?
Pure implies that you're as good as you're gonna get. I like to think that I can always improve.
Oh. I think I might have something for you. Trial I undertook that helped me improve. Helps you become more pure.
No?
Like to give it a go?
Sure.
Alright, well, I fan out the flames. Wolves are going into the flames.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
It involves willingly embracing these flames. And I have them roll over my body.
I say. Alright then. They go to shake your hand. Do you let them?
Yep. Well, I make sure they're not shaking the slime though.
Alright. They actually succeed. The flames burn over them and they are reborn.
Oh my god. Did they go become young?
They don't become younger. But there's a spark about them that isn't or wasn't there before. You can feel it in your soul. He's better now.
Razia, gonna take this old man with us.
I don't really know what comes next, though.
I feel different. You didn't tell me I was going to burn away my clothes, though.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Ah, here, come with me. My friend will make you some new clothes. Come on, look. This is George.
Just look at this naked old man.
Yeah, George passed the trial. Can you make him some new clothes, please?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make some measurements and I'll make up.
Alright. You make him some new clothes.
90. It's
It's plus what, sorry?
plus 5.
Ooh, that is nice.
Now go out and be your best you.
I think I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Like George.
It's been a pleasure. And then he goes off.
Isaac just sits there staring into blank space. I don't know what I just did on.
What do you mean?
Well, I gave him the trial, and he seems like he became even better than he was already.
Exactly. Didn't it burn away the impurity?
Yeah, he did.
So I'm sure he now just is going to dedicate his life to kindness and goodness, just like you.
Probably. I mean,
Hopefully.
probably do it more than.
We'll see.
I'm gonna just keep a little eye out on George for the rest of the time we're here to see what he gets up.
Yeah. See if there's any homeless people here. Maybe you can help them. They're usually the ones that need the most.
Yeah, I mean, I help people around. Just don't want to incinerate them either.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Just see if you can find any homeless people, maybe. Because they might need help, even if it's not like.
Yeah, I help. I help people. I can help more people. I will help people, and I'll keep an eye out. See what George is up to. Right there, flies off. Finding
Alright.
someone else to help. What does George get up to?
Good old George.
Yeah.
So
I'm
George
excited to see
actually
what
pays for the entire school system here.
Oh,
George
Yep.
well, that's nice.
was already doing that.
He was already doing that.
Oh, I guess that's why it was so pure.
He
Would
spends
have been
his day
unfortunate.
going around, taking care of things. Just seems to be a pretty nice guy.
Maybe he'll forgive you now for making the kids shit themselves.
Would have been funny if I murdered the sponsor of the school system.
Getting rid of the competition.
This nation has 2 good schools. This is one of them.
See, now maybe he'll survive old age. For longer. I don't know what saving throws warlock gives.
Fair enough. What's fun in the city?
Well, Chile has discovered this sort of black market to the area. She's wondering if you're interested in putting an end to it.
Yeah. That sounds bad.
Why? Because it has the word black.
Yes.
Oh, I love Razia.
Sorry, just needed a moment. That caught me off guard. Right,
Yeah.
where was I? You're messing with the black market?
Yeah. Let's put an end to it. Fuck the black market. They're exploiting people, probably. I'm going to start by figuring that out. Are they exploiting people?
They sell slaves.
Oh, fuck them. They're fucked. I'm just gonna walk straight to the slave traders.
Alright.
To the front door.
The slave traders have heard about you.
Oh,
From the
no.
other slave traders?
Yes. They're all drowned.
No. Oh, wow. See if you can find out whether the Blood Queen is in charge.
Oh. Trading? Really?
They sold their lives. All their ancestors sold their lives.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How can you be so sure?
Well, this one over here, his great-great-grandfather sold himself.
And?
And they're confused, not expecting there to be more to it.
That's not their great 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 grandfather, is it?
What do you mean?
What does the great 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 grandfather selling themselves have to do with this?
Everything that makes that person who it is my property. The slaves, their parents were slaves. I owned the parents. The grandparents were slaves. I owned the grandparents. Let's say the grandparents make A chair? Do I not own that chair?
Unless you pay for it. Or
But they're
employed them.
slaves. If they're slaves, then they're my property. They're an extension of me.
Yeah, people, not property.
I feel like you don't understand what the word slave means.
Like you don't understand what.
Why don't you come back when you've reconsidered what the word slave means to you?
Come back when you've reconsidered. Word, they're not slaves. Mean.
But what do you mean?
I know for a fact that not all of them, that not everybody who you hold here sold their life. Ancestors sold their lives because. Oh, I've been to one of your places before.
One of our places?
Yes. So, underground thingies, whatever you call yourselves. Anyway, the fact that their great grandfather sold themselves doesn't have anything to do with them.
I
Just to
disagree.
own them. No, I disagree.
No, I disagree.
I disagree more.
But I disagree harder.
I can assure you, you do not disagree harder than I disagree.
I assure you that I do, sir.
Like we're gonna have to have a measured contest of disagreement. I look at them very hard and disagree a lot. Staring them into the eyes disagreeingly.
They look at you slightly confused. So you're saying that we don't own these people because someone else... No, I don't even understand what you're trying to say, sir.
They should be free to choose
Why should they be free to choose?
because they're people.
Okay, but they're... When, let's say, you sell a... You own a tree. If that tree makes another
But a
tree, do you
person-
not own that tree? You seem to be having more difficulty trying to convince these people than you did the last. Well, it's mostly just this one guy. He seems to be in charge of the whole place.
What rights do you have?
What, sorry?
You're entitled to.
What am I entitled to?
Yes. You're entitled to.
No one's entitled to anything.
So if somebody was to come and say, bag over your head, you have no objections because you're not entitled to a problem that.
That's not what I said at all. I would of course have a problem with it.
Why would you have a problem with it?
Well, for starters, that's my head.
And that's their bag. They can put their bag wherever they like.
Yes, and I can put my head wherever I like, and I don't want it to be in that bag.
I mean, sure, you can go ahead and put it wherever you like, but they're putting the bag on your head.
I'm going to do my best to make sure that my head does not end up in that bag.
Does.
Well, if it does, then I'm screwed.
Really want to be screwed in that way.
Do I want to be? No, but that's the way it is.
Other nice to you and not put your head in the bag then?
Listen, are you the strange Asimar that took down the other guys? Our competition? Is that a yes or a no?
I'm an Asimar. I've been to one of these places before. All I know.
Just one of these places?
Also been to the city of the spider and a bunch of other places. I took anyone down though.
So you'll understand how important these places are to my people.
Place is the one that we're in right now.
Yeah.
But you're not at home. You are in the lands of the people who do not condone such activities.
I disagree. They condone it by buying stuff from us.
Some of them do, but there's also people who break the laws in the underworld, in the Underdark. And they're punished. Like, should be punished for breaking the laws here. I don't like when people go down to the Underdark and bring their own culture down there, do you?
No, we don't.
So why do you do the opposite? Why do you come up here and bring your slavery culture to the overworld?
Because their culture allows other people's cultures to exist up here.
I think that's hypocritical that you make use of another people's culture that allows you to be here, but you refuse to accept other cultures on your own. So isolationist. Shouldn't you just stick to your own culture? If the other cultures are so inferior, why are you even spending your time here?
How can you be superior without someone being inferior?
low as to interact with inferior culture.
Well, you've got to sell stuff to someone.
Yes?
These people just happen to be that person.
So you're saying that? And their culture worth your time?
What do you mean?
Why are you here?
To sell some slaves. Think about it. If we didn't sell these slaves back to these people, then they wouldn't enter, well, their own people's society again. Someone
you know,
one
you
day
can-
might get these people free. And that only happens because we partake in a society.
Just let these people free right now.
I can't do that though.
Why not?
Well, for starters, my mother would kill me. Usually I don't even spend time on the surface, but here I am because of you, apparently. Going around decimating our stronghold. I do say you're impeding our society.
And you're impeding our society or their society or whatever other society. They are the underdog and no one impedes.
That's quite exclusionary of you, though.
Oh, that's how your people want. When you go to another people's society, you have to play by their rules.
And
When
we
I was
are.
in the underdog,
We're
you're
not
not.
selling slaves out in the open, we're selling them in the black market. Their own black market. It's not like this is something we invented.
As if you don't have a black market.
Why would we need them? We sell stuff out in the open. This person's will does not seem to be bending to your whim. Which is quite strange that someone is so resistant to you. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Is there
I
is
can
there
hear you.
is there anything I can do to try to try to see why?
Um. Well, you've been testing their social strength so far, and they've seemed to come out not necessarily ahead of you in any way, but while they don't have any sort of strong offense, they do seem to have quite strong defense.
Yes, so I'm thinking, is it an inherent or is it an enchantment?
Do you have any
So
ability to detect magic or anything like that?
I can cast detect magic. Oh, actually, don't I have the warlock invocation for that, for permanent detect magic? Yes, I do. Eyes, whatever it's called.
Yep. Do you remember that? I believe it was changed so
Eldritch
that
Sight.
you no longer need to cast a spell; it's always active.
Eldritch Sight. Yep.
It just has a 15-foot range. He does appear to
Yeah.
have strong enchantment magic on.
Oh, I think something is affecting your mind.
Well, of
Looks
course
like,
it is.
that's not very good. Magic
I
that's
disagree.
affecting your mind isn't very good for you. Do you?
I like it this way.
I don't. I disagree. Cast
Then
the
you
spell
should leave.
magic.
Alright. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you? $61.
That's not. Or maybe it is.
Make me the dispel magic check first. This determines whether the wisdom save is relevant.
I do have mind shielding on myself.
Perfect.
Huh? That doesn't sound good.
The magic breaks away from him. He looks at you, blinks slightly confused. And nothing seems to happen.
Can I see where the magic went?
Seems to have dissolved.
Okay, you're making me worried, James. But it looks like nothing happened. Okay, so that's much better. Now, where were we? You were saying that you wanted to go back to the underworld, Underdark?
Who are you?
Do you know where you are?
Oh, they look around. Some sort of drow stronghold.
You know what you're doing here?
Last thing I remember, I was giving a pledge. I was pledging my mind, body, and soul.
Who?
The mistress of my house.
Oh, looks like you did a great job. Also, James, do I know if the wisdom save is successful or not?
Didn't proc.
Patience I can use? Okay. Well, maybe you need to go back to the mistress of your house and report back on your successful completion of your pledge.
Yes, I might need to do that.
Which house is it? Just so for reference. All right. Say hi. And if you see the Blood Queen, say hi. Yeah. Oh,
The
do you have the
blood-
keys? Do you have the keys?
Yes.
Oh, can I have them?
They hand you the keys and they leave.
Oh, thanks. Bye bye. I let people out.
Alright.
Well, I guess that's good enough for the city. Let's finish the boat. Can I get out of this place?
Yep.
Okay.
You
Do
get
I
out.
have any reason? Do I have any reason to suspect anything is wrong?
No.
I guess I carry on with my stuff, and we close the rest of. Maybe we'll close down the rest of the black market, not just the slavers. Convince them that black marketing is bad.
But what about the drug traders, Rozzy?
They should make a legal business out of it.
Their store's already shut.
It's been bought out.
Yep.
They have nothing to sell.
Chile had some artifacts that they needed to liquefy.
I guess I finished doing this for when Orn finishes the boat, and I'm ready to go.
Alright. Orn, how'd your craft checks go? What is the lowest roll that you got?
What'd you say?
What is the
Lowest is
lowest check that you
111.
got?
$113 or $112. 112.
Alright, what quality is that?
Base DC is 20?
24.
Or was it? That is +5. Because of my +2 bonus.
Alright. You have the +5 ship. So 11 hit points per, and then it was large, so that is tiny, small, medium, large. 55 hit points per zone. Not bad.
Neat.
Sorry, just doing some math.
Yeah. So I do think I will have to leave in a moment. Fair.
All right, I guess we're finished then for today. Yeah, kick off next time, sailing off. All right, thank you for the game.
All right.
I'm gonna.
Take care.